Good day, good day, good day, everybody. I hope you're doing well. There we go. Good day, Vanessa. Hey, Vanessa. I miss you, girl. Hey, mommy. I hope you're doing well. I hope everyone's doing well today on this Wednesday, I think it is, Margaretta. Margaretta, I hope you had a wonderful birthday out there in Puerto Rico. Girl, I saw you living your best life. I love it. I love it. Good day, Karen. Karen, we got to hook up one day and get our own little walk on because I can't catch up with the group. Good day, good day, good day. Welcome. Welcome to SIP with Rev Melissa. I am Rev Melissa, and SIP stands for Spirit in Practice, where we practice because practice makes progress. Yes, practice makes progress. And we're just practicing by taking one baby step a day, or two, or three. But the point is, we're taking a step, we're pacing ourselves. I'm still like in my pace space because I love that 2-week series that I did. So we're pacing ourselves. And so this week, we're pacing ourselves with inspirational reading. I decided I'm going to take it easy this week because Monday I didn't get a download for what the series could be this week. And so it's kind of evolved into inspirational readings from my morning practice. So you're getting a little sneak peek into what I do as part of my reading in my morning practice this week. And so yesterday, although this book isn't part of my morning practice, my intuition guided me to this book, and I read from this book yesterday, Everyday Commitments, Choosing a Life of Love, Realism, and Acceptance. And I'm still not reading the book yet, but this was one of the hits I got yesterday to share with you all. And I'm glad that I did, because what I got from yesterday's reading, which was about body consciousness, how perfect could that be, right? Body consciousness. And I loved where he writes, we can reconcile ourselves to our own bodies as a path to peace. Our own bodies as a path to peace. I never thought of my body as a path to peace, but now I'm entertaining that whole notion that yes, my body is a path to peace. And how wonderful that I've been experiencing that doing this 30-day body tone commitment. And today is day 29. 29, y'all. So that means tomorrow is 30. But guess what? First, I got to get through today, right? Because I haven't done my walk yet today. And so, as you can see from my attire, I will be doing so right after the show today or soon thereafter. So, path as peace, this vessel, this temple, this sacred site, right, that houses the divine, is a path to peace. I love that. So today I did my inspirational reading, and as I shared before, the two that I go to regularly is Jesus Calling by Sarah Young, and the subtitle is Enjoying Peace in His Presence. And the other is, of course, my Science of Mind magazine. And today I'm going to share the reading from Jesus Calling. And as I said on Monday, when I did a reading from Jesus Calling, you can substitute Jesus for anything that feels good for you. Okay? So the way that the author wrote the book, she wrote the book as if Jesus was speaking to her, right? So you could substitute God, nature, Jehovah, Buddha, then substitute Yoda, like whatever you want to substitute, do what feels good for you. Okay, because what I know as the truth is all paths All paths lead us home. So I don't care what path you're on. Just get on it and do what you do. All right? All right. So today's reading, June 29th, really resonated with me. I hope that it resonates with you also. I'm going to read the whole thing. It's not that long, it's like 2 paragraphs. As you get out of bed in the morning, be aware of my presence with you. Now remember, this is Source speaking to you. As you get out of bed in the morning, be aware of my presence with you. You may not be thinking clearly yet, but I am. Your early morning thoughts tend to be anxious ones until you get connected with me. Invite me into your thoughts by whispering my name. Suddenly, your day brightens and feels more user friendly. You cannot dread a day that is vibrant with my presence. You gain confidence through knowing that I am with you, that you face nothing alone. Anxiety stems from asking the wrong questions. If such and such happens, can I handle it? The true question is whether you can cope with whatever happens. No, the true question is not. The true question is not whether you can cope with whatever happens, but whether you and I together can handle anything that occurs. It is this you and I together factor that gives you confidence to face the day cheerfully. I love that. I love that. I especially love the gangster part. You know, God could be gangster sometimes. I love the gangster part when when God said, "You may not be thinking clearly now, but I am." Right? You may not be thinking clearly yet, but I am. Yes, infinite mind, infinite intelligence is always thinking clearly, even when we're not. So we have the opportunity to connect with that infinite mind, with that intelligent mind that knows all that there is to know. We have the opportunity to sink in with that, right? Before we even get out of the bed. And that's been my practice for a minute now. I don't, my feet do not touch the floor until I am in a space of gratitude. I say my gratitudes in the bed before I get out the bed. I say my prayers in the bed before I get out of bed. Because sometimes I open my eyes and I'm like, oh Lord, oh my God. Oh, no, not today, Lord. You know. Oh, I don't want to do nothing. I'm in complaint mode. I'm thinking about stuff that happened in the past. I'm thinking about what I could have said to somebody. I think all the things just come rushing in sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. And if I allow myself to entertain that and bring that into my day, then what kind of day you think I'm going to have? Right? It's not going to be a joyful day for me. So I make sure that I get myself right, right? Before I even get out of the bed. Just try it. Just try it out, right? If you the next time you wake up in a funk, don't get out the bed. Connect. Connect with your source. Connect with the birds chirping outside your window. Connect with something that starts to cultivate and shift that feeling tone. Because we get to do that. We get to shift our feeling tone. We are responsible for our own feeling tone. It's up to us. Yes, Bonnie. Amen. Right? And I see that shoulda, woulda, coulda. No shoulda, woulda, couldas. That gets us in trouble too. Anxiety stems, is what she writes. Anxiety stems from asking the wrong question. Oh, if I did this. Oh, I should have done that. Oh, I could have. No, it's in the past. It's over. Right? What you can do is shift your perspective. What you can do is look for the lesson. Right? That's a better use of our imagination, right? Because most of the stuff that we woulda, shoulda, coulda about is stuff we make up anyway. We give the meaning to it. We fill in, we give it the storyline, the plot. We do all of that. Yes, reframe it. Yes, we get to do that. And that is such a powerful position to recognize for yourself. Yes. Anxiety stems from asking the wrong question. If such and such happens, can I handle it? The true question is not whether you can cope with whatever happens, but whether you and I can handle anything that occurs. Our relationship with that which is that power which is bigger, greater, infinite. Connecting with that, connecting with the source within you, the source that is within this beautiful temple, right? That serves as our path to peace, right? Oh, this is shifting. I have had such great shifts in the way I think about rest now, right? The way I even hold rest is starting to shift for me. So, that was today's inspirational reading. You know, I had a good time. I had a good time this morning in my morning practice. I don't know about you, but I had a good time. And I always follow my inspirational reading with my inspirational journaling. So, today's reading in particular inspired my journaling. So, I was writing about that inspiration, right? And that's another way that we could use our journaling, because oftentimes we say, I don't know what to write about, right? But if you read something empowering, inspiring, see how you can apply that reading to your life and write about it. Write about, now that I have a clarity that this body is a path to peace. Now that I have clarity that I can use the infinite mind, let me write about how I want my day to be, right? Let me write about reframing a situation that happened that I was holding in a negative space and beating myself up about it. Write out a whole new story about it, right? All right, y'all. So that's today, inspirational reading from the book Jesus Calling, Enjoying Peace in His Presence by Sarah Young. All right, all right. So, I see you, Lindsay. Lindsay's back in town. Yay! I hope you had a wonderful time. I hope all of you are doing well. I see you, Linda. I like this, Linda. When I tune into divine, my thinking has more clarity. It feels good. It does, girl. Don't it feel good? Yeah. Yeah. So tune in before you get out the bed. That's what I'm saying. Tune in before you get out the bed. Don't wait till 10 o'clock at night and then decide you're going to tune in. Right? No. Tune in as soon as before you open your eyes, start thinking about, oh, this is good. This is good. Right? All right. All right, everybody. Let's get into some joy news. So, we wrapped up Black Music Month, June 30th, the last day tomorrow of June. We wrapped up Black Music Month with the wonderful artist Nicholas Ryan Gant. So please check out his music. He has a new album coming out. His website is nicholasryangant.nyc, and you can check him out there. You can check out all of the wonderful artists that I had on for the month of June. Kicking it off was Marco, who curated the whole month, and you can support him at rhythmandsoulradio.com by listening to his 24-hour internet radio station that supports and promotes independent artists. And in the second week, we had my dear friend Adina and my dear friend Lorenda, who are both singers, songwriters, and co-founders of Pie Fest. Please go to piefest.org and see how you can support their work. They are doing a fundraiser for another arts organization starting next month in July, and they're going to have a series of garden concerts, which I just love that concept. Intimate in a beautiful garden. It's going to be fabulous. It's being held here in New Rochelle, New York. So if you're in the neighborhood, if you could drive to it, it's going to be great music. piefest.org is where you can find more information. And then I had Kelly Say, who was just a hoot and a joy to be with. Kelly Say is an artist, comedian, performer. She's the lead singer for Dancing with the Stars. She has a one-woman show. She's doing a lot of things in the world. So please check her out at her website, kellysay.com. And then, as I said, we had Nicholas last Sunday. So tune in this Sunday. We're going to start a whole new thing for July. I'm not sure what it is yet, but we'll see. Tune in 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time for Living Life in Joy. And then right after, we have Sunday in Praise at Rockland CSL. And we wrapped up our June theme, which was body tone. Everything's in alignment, SIP and Rockland. This month, our theme is power play, because I think we need to play more. It's the summertime. Remember when we were kids, we couldn't wait till school was over because we would have our summer break and we get to play and do all those wonderful things. So let's bring some of that energy to ourselves now as adults. Like, let's loosen it up. Don't be so serious all the time. And we're going to play. We're going to play. So the book that we're using at Rockland is called Play by Stuart Brown. Play, how it shapes the brain, opens the imagination, and invigorates the soul. So if you want to journey with me, please get the book. Come to service 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And we are on Zoom, rocklandcsl.org. Go on the website, get the Zoom link by going to Sunday service, or you can watch us live stream on Facebook. Okay. And I announced yesterday, if you missed it, the trip to the Museum of Play, that ain't going to happen, y'all. It's 5-hour drive from me. No, I'm sorry. I ain't playing driving 5 hours. No, not doing that. So we're going to figure out something else to do for our play date for July. And I would love to hear your suggestions. If you're like in the tri-state area and you want to get together and have a play date, let me know. Throw out some ideas. Put it in the comments. Okay. Let's see. Well, Lindsay's back. Let me shout out Lindsay's new show. It's happening July 1st, 12 o'clock Eastern Time. Practicing Infinite Possibilities. PIP. I love it, Lindsay. I can't wait for your show on Friday at 12. Congregation of Joy, we're going to show up and show out for Lindsay on Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. So please join and support our sister here. Sekou is back too. So let me bring up Sekou. You're very welcome, Lindsay. See how he's doing. Hey, Sekou. I missed you.
Thanks. I appreciate it. You know what you could do? You guys can all jump on a bus. Like you could take over a bus upstate to the Museum of Play.
No, I ain't doing it.
All right, fine. It was amazing though. For those of you that don't know, I was the one that went to the Museum of Play. I've been there twice, and it was amazing. It was amazing. It really does transport you into your youth. Doesn't matter if you're with kids or not. It will really transport you to a place. And I learned a lot of things there too. So anyway, if you're ever in that area, the Rochester area, stop by the Museum of Play.
You getting some shout outs here, say cool.
Hey folks. Yeah, I've been MIA for a minute, but I'm back. Oh, speaking of the chat, I wanted to call your attention to something from Bonnie. Check this out.
All right, Bonnie.
And even better, look at this.
I always think of myself when I don't want to move. Red Melissa will be proud of me if I do. Oh, I always think to myself yes, Bonnie,
Yeah.
that makes me so happy.
That's right.
Yes.
Being an inspiration to others and helping them move.
That's great.
It's so gratifying.
It is.
For you and for me. So, yeah.
She said blushing. Oh, Bonnie's blushing.
Oh, that's nice.
So how you doing? Say cool. It's the day before the Hero Charity Run. We got a deadline tomorrow.
Yeah.
How we doing?
So a lot of things going on now. So Hero Charity Run is now running on 2 missions, not just one. So you're talking about mission number 1, for which the deadline is tomorrow. My intention is to raise $3,650 for Back on My Feet nonprofit. They're based in Philly, but they work nationwide. They go find the unhoused community wherever they are, and they teach them how to get up early in the morning and run. And by showing up for themselves in a physical way, they learn how to show up for themselves in a spiritual way, in a mental way, and it helps them move along to other areas of their lives, to improve their lives, to get off the street, to do whatever it is they want to do. The nonprofit has clocked over 1 million miles, wow. 1.2 million miles run collectively, with the volunteers and the unhoused community. It's just really incredible. Like, compare that to me. Like, I'm over 1,000 miles, and that's impressive. This organization is over 1 million miles run. So I'm really excited to be a part of that organization and to be helping them out. The donations are still open. I'm still taking donations. You can go to HeroCharityRun.com. HeroCharityRun.com. Make a donation. You can also see me on the news right there at that link. And yeah, so that's all mission number 1. And now mission number 2 evolved from my birthday. It was a small thing. I even called it a mini mission when I announced it, but it's got momentum now. So for my birthday, I decided to buy. My birthday was on the 24th, so I decided to buy 24 McDonald's gift cards to give out to the unhoused as I was running. And that just became a whole other thing. Like, I need to unpack all the stories, but you would think it's not a lot of stories. There's a ton of stories from that little experience. I told the first story this morning on my show, the Be Your Own Hero show. And that happened in McDonald's. That's before I even started giving away the card. So the story number 1 is up. Go check that out. I'll continue to tell the stories. But the reason it's evolved is because at least one person has said, hey, I like what you're doing. I'm sending you more gift cards. So what I intended to be a one-day thing has now escalated and grown. So I'm on 2 missions right now. You can get involved in both. Go to HeroCharityRun.com, make a donation. Hit me up to send me gift cards. And we can get that going too. And there's other things going on as well. So it's 2, about to be more than 2 when we move into July. So I'm just going with it. There's a lot of things going on, and I'm living in the abundance of it, and I'm accepting the abundance. Not trying to limit it in any way.
I love it. Say cool. I love it. Say cool. So I'm curious, and some other folks might be curious about, before you get out of bed, before you get out of bed in the morning, part of your morning practice or your morning getting your mind right, what do you do?
So, as I think everyone knows now, Rev Mel and I have known each other for a long time. And so we were going to the same church in New York. And that's where I first learned about the morning practice. And I have intermittently, I haven't been as consistent as Rev Mel, but intermittently I have tried to do those things, to read, to write, to meditate every morning. And obviously I've added running to that as well. Now, running for the past 394 days has been a thing. I've not missed a day in 394 days. So that has become the hook, the linchpin of everything else. If nothing else happens, I do that, and I listen to things while I run to empower me. So that is unchanging. And in addition to that, I intend to read inspirational things, which is funny because I used to just read whatever, and then Rev Mel was like, "What are you reading?" And I told her what I was reading. She's like, "No. You can't read that. What are you doing?" I won't tell you what I was reading, but it was not uplifting. So you got to read something uplifting. And recently, my mind has pivoted to finance. All of a sudden, I'm reading finance things in the morning, and somehow that uplifts me. So this morning, I was reading about investing in silver. It's like, I don't know where that came from, but this morning, my morning reading was about investing in physical silver and how that can benefit you. So it's about listening to your spirit and being consistent and showing up. And for me, it's about just being willing to pivot. Being willing to pivot.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, Sekou.
Thank you.
Yes, we got some shout outs. Bonnie's on fire today. She said, "You are an inspiration." And Lindsay's giving you a wonderful, fabulous. All right, people. I think that is the show. Remember and the wonderful thing is we get to practice this every day because hopefully everyone's going to bed every day, right? and waking up the next day. And if you don't wake up the next day, then dot. So we get to practice this. Before you get out of the bed tomorrow morning, check yourself. What is your mindset? What is your feeling tone? What is your body tone? Before your feet touch the floor, be grateful. Shift if you need to shift. Okay? All right, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time for another inspirational reading. I hope this is resonating with you all and that you're receiving something from it. Peace and blessings, peace and justice. We're living life in joy, connected to our yes.